Guys, so today this is going to be a really short video, but I guess I just want to always help you in every small way I can, even if it doesn't seem like it's not necessarily major. But for me, I know I always am contacting the team, and sometimes like when it's early in the morning and it's before they're actually going to get up and be able to talk to you. It's actually kind of late there, but I guess it's after their hours. So sometimes they don't respond immediately. So maybe something happens and then you're freaking out and you can't get in contact with anyone for a while. So I just wanted to tell you my experience is so that you'll just know how to maneuver better in those sorts of situations, and you'll already just know. Like, they do cover some of this stuff, but I feel like sometimes, like I keep saying, like sometimes there's like a lot of information, so maybe it's a little, you can't take in every single thing, and it really just happens case by case. Like when something happens, then you learn it in that moment. So just wanted to give you just a little video because it's kind of skimmed over as well. So it's like, if this happens, do this. If this happens, do this. So I'll just try to give you a little bit more clarity because it happened to me, and even though it's been about a month, I sometimes forget, or one situation will happen and then it's a little different from the next one, so I don't know how to necessarily maneuver that. So that's why I want to share with you. So this is about like standbys and like no shows. So for a standby class, it says it in your schedule. I believe it's orange. It says standby. So maybe you wanted that time slot, but they don't necessarily have a slot for you. So like if someone calls out or whatever, then you would be able to fill that slot. And that happens most of the time, especially for the earlier classes, because, maybe it's just hard to get up. So maybe someone's missed it, or maybe there's a technical issue. So that's why you have to be there 3 minutes before. So for me, I didn't know being there meant like just being logged into Qkids and just stay on that screen that has your schedule, and just wait for a class to pop up, because you can't actually click into the standby class. It just says standby until it's actually assigned to you. So what I do is, well, you must be there 3 minutes ahead of the class. So if it starts at 7 o'clock, I don't know if the class starts at 7. Maybe it starts at let's just say 6:30. Your class starts at 6:30. You should be ready to go on your computer at 6:27. Like how you would in a regular class, you should be in at least 3 minutes before. So, but the difference is you can't actually click in, and the system just recognizes that you're there. And then you wait, and either the class will be assigned to you before 3 minutes into the class, or not. So if you wait, and then you must wait 3 minutes after. So that 6:30, you wait till 6:33. And if no class pops up or is assigned to you, then you can just log out or just go away, and you'll get paid $4 for that class because you didn't actually teach the class, but you waited, So you'll get paid that for the standby class. And they do, well, this is for the next part. So the next one is for like no shows. So for example, it was odd today. This is why I just wanted to share this with you, because it said that I had a class. So my class was there, but when I clicked in, no one was there. It didn't say offline or anything. It was just totally empty with little like silhouettes of monkeys, because I guess they put like Momo up there. So I was just like, I'm in class. There's no one. I didn't have any diamonds waiting. So I was like, is there something wrong with my computer or something? And so I logged out and logged back in, and it was still the same thing. So then I logged out again, and I scrolled to the bottom, and I saw I wasn't assigned any students anyway. So that's why. So that's something to look for. If you aren't assigned any students, you should still log into your class, but just know, like, if they don't log in or get any students after 10 minutes, like if you have been assigned this class, you must wait 10 minutes to see if any students show up, because maybe they can assign them later, like out of the blue within those 10 minutes. So if you have the actual class, it's on your schedule, it's blue, it's confirmed, and you're sitting, and then you're in there 3 minutes before, 3 to 5 minutes before, you sit there and wait for 10 minutes. They recommend for after 2 or 3 minutes of being in your class, logging out, then logging back in, to, I guess, just make sure it's refreshed. And then you just wait till the 10 minutes runs out. And it's the same thing. Like the system can see that you've been there. So if you're sitting there for 10 minutes, no one shows up, then you can log out and you'll get paid the entire salary for that class. So it's like you taught the class because that was on your schedule. So I usually scroll down to see what my students' names are, see if there's any difficult names, but this particular day I didn't. And even so, I don't think I would have thought like, oh, I'm not going to have a class here because it was actually blue. So I waited for 10 minutes, no one showed up, and I got paid for that class. So those are the differences between the standby and the no-shows. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, there's one other thing that's not it's kind of related to attendance. So I'll add that in there. So I had a student one class that I could see them coming in and they're trying to like get in, and I don't know, maybe there was an issue on their end. They would log out, log back in, log back out. And sometimes they'd be there for 2 seconds, 10 seconds. Maybe they answer one question, then they'll log back out, log back in. And they did that the whole class. So when I got to the end for their evaluations, I was like, the student was in class because they were showing up and they were trying, and there were a couple diamonds there when I could catch them in the class, but they weren't. So I didn't know how I should evaluate them. So I just did a poor evaluation, like the technical difficulties, and I gave them like a C and 1 star because they weren't in class, they weren't able to participate. And I was like, should I do that? I didn't know. So I just went ahead and submitted it like that. And then I asked the team, like, so the student wasn't bad or anything like that. They just weren't able to participate. So if the parents wonder why they have that star rating, you can tell them that. I was like, and I also said, or is it best to just put them as not present? Just mark them as absent. And she was like, yes. Next time if something like that happens, just mark them as absent. So just so you know, even if they're in the class, if they're not really able to be in the class participating because of technical issues and you see them coming in and out, just put that they were absent. So those are just 3 things that have come up at random times, and I just wanted to explain that to you so that you can just be better prepared than I was. So that's it for today's video. If you find this helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it to your friends that might be interested, especially in these times. And I'm going to do another video later, hopefully with a new background, and also just some suggestions for people who might be on the fence about teaching. So, yeah, leave some comments below, and if you have any suggestions or some questions or a video you would like me to talk about, just let me know. I'm totally open to it, and I really want to know what you guys like. So, yeah, that's all. Happy teaching. Bye.